Hey guys, welcome to So This Happened, the news review that highlights the happenings that made a buzz recently. My name is Corey Ogidan. Let's get started. Look, no country is perfect, and believe me, I know. But what makes the difference in the imperfections of these countries is how the leaders are able to handle the crises that are affecting its people. Now, one country's president or major general can decide to go and stay in the UK for 2 weeks. Another, or even the same, can decide to go to Egypt or Russia and decide to sleep there while its people are suffering, but not the South African president. So Cyril Ramaphosa, the South African president, was away in Egypt on an official visit. But for a few days in SA, the citizens were experiencing a power outage, which was affecting the people's day-to-day lives and businesses. So their president had to cut his trip to come home to sort out the issue. Aren't they lucky that they have a president who is not a myth or who is not in the diaspora? Here's what Nigerians had to say. David Adams says, in our own case, our president can only suspend his trip if our power company supplies power uninterruptedly for 3 days, because it would be a big shock even to him, the president. Iwera Lawrence says, that's what a responsible leader does. Mr. Hassan says, our president doesn't cut trips because of kidnappers and herdsmen. Talk less of electricity crisis. I have a question, guys. Random guess. How much do you think it'll cost to fix our refineries so that we stop importing fuel and having to pay subsidy? I mean, for a country that actually produces crude oil. So, it's anticipated that the federal government will be spending, wait for it, 750.81 billion naira on fuel subsidy in the coming year. My question is, where are you guys getting this money from? Because the next thing you'll hear is, a bill has been passed to borrow XXX amounts of money. When I know they tire. First you say there's no subsidy or GORA paying 145 bucks. Then you say that the NNPC has been paying off the subsidy on behalf of the federal government, so from next year the FG has to take over the payments. I just love that Nigerians had something to say about this. Listen. At Supernova6 says, but General Buhari said we were no longer paying subsidy. At Sarmuyi30 says, this government is a scam. At Iwu Ohamunachi says, yet at Buhari told us subsidy was fraud under GEJ. Nigeria, we hail thee. We have come to the end of this episode. If you have opinions on any of the stories, we would love to hear from you. My name is Corey Ogidon. I'll see you next time.